Hey guys, it's Kristi. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be working on my fall tablescapes. So if you watched my last video, you saw that I've already pulled a lot of stuff for my tablescapes and I've kind of started on them, at least getting the ideas for them down, but I haven't finished them. So I want to work on that today. But it's already late in the afternoon, so I'm not sure exactly how much I'll get done today. But mainly, if you see behind me, I have the dried flowers that I want to get put in the vase because that's kind of the main thing. So I'm going to start by taking everything off of the table, and then I'm just going to start new because I want to put my table runners on too. So I think I've decided which table runner I'm going to use, so I'm going to show you that in a minute. But I just wanted to say, it's been the best day today. I don't know if you're having a good fall so far, but I sure hope you are. The weather has finally cooled down here, and Lacey and I are enjoying it so much. This morning, we went to the dog park. We wait till about mid-morning to go when it kind of dries up a little bit because they water the grass so much it just gets muddy. But we had the best time. Lacey met a couple new friends. One was on the other side of the fence, so she was kind of disappointed because she never got to actually play with the dog, and I could tell she was really wanting to play with that one. But then a little while later, another dog came and she got to play with it for a little bit. That dog didn't want to play with her too much, but they played a little bit, and Lacey had the best time. If y'all don't want to see her, I apologize, but she's probably going to be making it into a lot of my videos. This is what I have so far on the table. I've just been playing with things. It's exactly like you saw it last time, how I left things. The only thing I did was I pulled out these candle holders. This was from Target last year, and I got them at Christmas time. I have 4 of these, and I just love them. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up using them on the table, but I think they would be perfect. And that's the type of items that I love to buy because I knew when I bought this at Christmas that I could literally use that year round. So it's totally worth the investment for pieces like that. And you can use it for so many things. I mean, you could even use it as a pedestal to put the pumpkins on or other things. You don't have to just do candles. So that's why I love items like that. And then these are the new pumpkins that I picked up at Hobby Lobby the other day, and they were such a good price. Let's see, these were only $5, and then of course I got them for 40% off, and they had other colors too. They only had 5 of the blue, so I picked up 4 of them. They had a really pretty green color as well, and I think they might have had some oranges and other colors. I don't really remember all of the colors. I was telling you the other day that I wasn't sure what table runner I was going to use, so I have the one that's on there now, which is I've had on there for a while, and then I pulled this one, and then I also had pulled this one. Well, as you can see, I took this one down and I just put it on the end here because I wanted to see how that looked. And I think I'm settling on probably using this one. So this is the one. I'm going to go ahead and try it, and then I'll end up seeing if I like it or not. Just going to give you a little recap of what the table looks like. Here are all the dried flowers that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to take those in a minute and make my arrangement. That's going to be the first thing that I do. And then I'm going to go ahead and remove everything from the table and start over. So I have to tell you, I absolutely love these iridescent pumpkins that I found at Hobby Lobby this year. No, I'm sorry, not Hobby Lobby, at Home Goods. And they are just beautiful, and I'll show you in a little bit too. They light up, but look how good they look with like my gold hurricanes. I just think they're so pretty. And from a distance, they look even better because the light from behind comes in and it makes it almost transparent, and it looks so pretty.
There is trouble, it's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in, you belong with the fairies. No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised.
Say hi.
For sure, you set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Every tune is your song. Doesn't matter what I say, there is no other way. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. Oh, don't shift, don't change.
Lacey, come.
Keep driving me crazy. Easy gets colorless. I like your man.
Good girl. On the bed. Yes, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. You go, baby. Stay.
I'm slipping away, so don't let me go, nah, 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 nah. I'm all up in that love haze, so where do we go, nah, nah? Just let me know that I am safe.
Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, the good girl. The good girl. Okay. Okay.
I'm slipping away, so don't let me go now. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, out of control. Oh baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control, out of control. I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah. I'm slipping away, yeah. Just like I am dreaming, walking around in this love haze. I wanna stay in this feeling, but let me know that I am safe here in your arms. I wanna stay, stay. I'm slipping away.
What are you doing? What are you doing, silly? Are you helping? Are you the goodest helper in the world? Are you the best helper in the world? So, Mom, goodest is not a word. It's not a word, Mommy.
It overflows. It's out of control. Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control, out of control. Oh, baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control, out of control. I'm in love. I'm in love. Deep in love with you, baby, yeah. 'Cause your love is exceptional.
Hey. Silly. You trying to get Mommy's tablecloths? You trying to get the table runners? Yeah, 'cause you're silly girl. So this is how we roll every day. This is how we roll.
Your love is exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control. But baby, I love the rush. It overflows. It's out of control. It's exceptional. It fills me up. It's out of control. Baby, I love
looks like with the runner and the dried flowers. I think it looks so pretty. I am liking this runner more than I thought I would, and it's totally tying in with all of the colors, so I like it even better. I'm gonna come around over here so you can see, again, the sofa's all messed up, so just ignore that. But you can see how it pulls all the colors in from here. So I definitely like it. I think that's gonna work really good. And I was thinking it would look too casual, but once I have it on the table, I actually don't think it does. I think it looks dressier than I originally thought that it would. So let me know what you think. Do y'all like this table runner? I'm pretty much liking it, and I love that it ties the blue in. So I'm gonna go ahead and get everything else put on here, what I have for now, and then we'll see what it ends up looking like. I had forgotten that I had bought 2 different sizes. Typically, I don't find a table runner that comes in the longer size like this, so I have to buy 2 for this table. But this one came in the shorter size and the longer size, so when you saw me putting it on, once I realized that, I had bought this one thinking I could put it somewhere else, perhaps like maybe back there or just on the buffet, maybe in the dining room or something. I don't know. I just bought both of them thinking I could use them in different places to tie things together.
With you there is trouble. It's hard to confide. You move my world round every time. Sprint you magic in.
Just wanted to show you these iridescent pumpkins light up, and they're really pretty. So I'll show you again later at nighttime sometime. And I need to put batteries in them, but before I took this off, I just wanted to show you. So it's so pretty. My little helper is back here chewing on her Himalayan salt stick. If you don't know what that is, if you have a dog, these are great. She's been chewing on this thing for the longest time. They last forever, and she likes it. I just keep that out for her because she needs all the little chew things she can get with all of her teething and puppy biting that she does. Just thought you might like to see that. If you have a dog, I really think they would like it, and I like it because the ingredients are really good, so I don't have to worry about that. I like to give her just the best quality things that I can.
No matter what I say, it's black or white, not gray. Gotta stay loose when next to you, for sure, or else you get bruised. There's no pick and choose, for sure. You set the weather, every cloud, every rain. You're above and beyond. Oh, every tune is yours.
The last thing that I needed to do once I had set everything out on the table was to go ahead and put my vase filler in my hurricanes. I found this at Hobby Lobby this year, and I thought it would be perfect for this tablescape because I like that it had the yellows and then it has some greens, so it pulls in from all the other colors that I'm using throughout my room. So I thought it was just gonna be perfect since it had all of those tones. So all I did was pour it in, and then it had really large pieces, which was another thing that attracted me to it, but I needed to pull a few of those out, and then I just made space in the bottom so I could nuzzle in my candles, and I think it turned out really pretty. I did have to come back at the end and again just pull out a few of the larger pieces, but I love the way it turned out, and I think it adds a lot to the table just by having that little bit of vase filler in there. All right, guys, here's what I have for now. I love how it's looking so far. I'm thinking that tomorrow I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's and pick up some real flowers and maybe add some little vases and just nuzzle them into like all of these little spaces. I have some little square vases that I'll probably use for that. Some of the, I think they're from Dollar Tree. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, because I think if I add just a few fresh flowers throughout the tablescape, that it will just add that nice little piece of life to this table. And I am loving it for now. I'm just gonna leave it with the centerpiece. I'm not gonna add the dishes for now, but I'll show you. I had pulled these dishes just to kind of look and see. So I think when I end up doing my place settings, that I'm gonna go ahead and use those dishes. These are from, the bottom ones are from Hobby Lobby. I got those a few years ago, but I think they still have them, and they have them in green and I believe orange as well. And then these were from the Pottery Barn outlet last year. This is just one of the designs. It's a couple different designs in the set that I have. So I think that's gonna end up looking really pretty, and then I'll probably use my gold flatware with it. And I'm thinking I will also maybe go to Hobby Lobby tomorrow, because they had two different chargers that would look really beautiful with this. I believe the one I'm thinking of was either like a burgundy or maybe a deep burnt orange. I'm thinking it might have been the burgundy, so it might be like pulled this color out. So anyway, I'm gonna go there tomorrow and look. So they had that charger, and then they also had a faux leather looking charger that I also think would look really nice on this table. So I may go and then decide between one of those and pick them up. But so far, I really like how this one's turning out.
There is no other way. Gotta stay loose. We're next to you for sure.
Okay, so I put Lacey back in her kennel. She's in there sleeping, so I can't go in the dining room right now, but I do want to show you what I'm doing in there. So I'm gonna have to film that tomorrow because it's starting to get dark now, and I don't think my lighting will be good if I do it while it's dark outside. So I will wait till tomorrow on that. I'm gonna pick up this mess tonight, but I'm really excited to finally have this done. And then, like I said, tomorrow I'm probably gonna go get some more flowers and then maybe go get those chargers. So I'm not gonna do the table setting yet, but if I go get that stuff, I'll try to film that and put it in this video just so you can see it and kind of get an idea.
From a friend of mine who saw you just the other day. Oh, I guess that you were back in town. It's been a long time since you've been around. Remember when we used to make the streets unsafe together, baby? We were young and foolish then. Oh, how I wish we could go back again. Decided it's been too long, baby. Reaching out to touch your heart, hope for a maybe. I get a one-way ticket down to memory lane. There are two hearts beating, 'cause nothing will ever be the same. We had a chance, babe, to work it all out, but we blew it on our foolish pride, and now I wanna scream it.
It's 2 days later and I'm ready to finish working on my table. I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and I picked up some chargers, and then I got home and I'll show you the footage of me buying the chargers. I looked at the burgundy ones and I also looked at the leather chargers, and I ended up going with the leather ultimately because I felt like I could use those more year round, even in the summer, depending on the tablescape. So I definitely went with the leather, but then when I got home and I started playing around, I'm not even sure that's the one I'm gonna use for this tablescape, because I feel like it might just be a little too dark for this tablescape, and maybe going with a lighter charger with the plates I'm using would look better. So anyway, I did all that. I also bought some more Christmas decor. I am going to have a video coming out. Probably the next video I do will be a haul of the Christmas stuff, just because things are already selling like hotcakes over there. I went a couple weeks ago and there was a significantly less like picks and different things like that. So I'm probably going to go ahead and do that video for you just so you can see what I got and give you some ideas for some things maybe that you would like. Also went to Trader Joe's and I ended up picking up some flowers. So I'm going to show you, if you can see behind me here, all of these beautiful flowers that I got from Trader Joe's. Y'all, this bunch is huge. I'm trying to get the camera so you can see it good. Look at how huge this bunch of flowers is. And it was only $12.99 for this huge bunch of flowers. So I ended up getting two. They had two that were just like this. Oh, and by the way, when I first went, it looked like it was really slim pickings at Trader Joe's. But the more I started looking around, I found some gems. So I'm really excited. I'm gonna take these flowers and I'm gonna take these bunches and I'm gonna break them apart and put them in my vases, which I'm gonna show you here in a second. But I also bought, if you can see back there, all of these flowers. And so I have different types of flowers in here. And I got some really pretty blue ones, which, let me come over this way and maybe you can see the blue ones. See. Look at these. Oh my gosh, y'all. These are so pretty. And I wanted something blue to tie into the blue since I'm using blue throughout my decor. So kind of look at this with everything that I have on the table. And I think it's going to end up being really, really pretty. So that's what I'm going to be working on. But I'm going to turn the camera around because I have a question. Well, actually, I asked the question on Instagram yesterday, so I'm gonna just show y'all what I was thinking about and then what I've ultimately decided to do. All right, so I had two choices of vases to do my flowers. So I have these yellow and green round vases that I found at Dollar Tree last year, and I really like them. In fact, I used these in my early fall tablescape last year, and I thought they were so pretty. And so I was thinking about doing those. I was a little unsure. I kind of like the yellow one, but it's a little bright, but I also think the flowers will tone it down some. And then the green I like, but I don't really have green like in the table runner or anything, although I do think it's kind of throughout my decor a little bit. So it's nice to kind of bring that in. And it's just a natural look anyway. And then if you look in here, there's some green. So there's that. I was thinking about that. And then I also have these little square vases that are from Dollar Tree. And so I couldn't decide whether I should go with the colored or the clear. So I posted a poll on Instagram yesterday to ask everybody what they thought. And it was overwhelming that people said I should go with the clear. That was actually where I was leaning to go with the clear because I think it ties in with my hurricanes better. But Whitney actually likes the colored ones better. So we'll see. And it's possible that maybe it would look nice to do a mix. So I'm going to get started on these and see, but I think I'm going to go with the clear and we'll see how it looks. And my plan is to just kind of spread them out in the tablescape like this. So I think I'll have like maybe one here, and then just throughout the whole table runner. And I just think it'll help fill it in. Also picked up these mums because I wanted something with yellow and I just didn't like the shade of the yellow flowers that were just individual flowers at Trader Joe's. And I thought this would be the perfect shade of yellow. And I also like the mix with the darker color. I think they just make a really beautiful fall. And the yellow was perfect. Look how it pulls in the ambers and then the yellow from the filler in my hurricane vases. And then I also have the yellow in these dried flowers back here. And then it pulls all the way from my gold pumpkins in the front. So that's kind of my thought process. And for $6.99, you cannot beat this deal. So this is probably even cheaper than if I had found a bunch of flowers. And I'm just gonna cut these and put them in my arrangement. So don't think potted plants have to be used like that. You can always cut them and use them in your flower arrangement, especially with all the beautiful mums that they have this time of year. There's really no yellow or not much. There's kind of like a lime green, but not yellow in all of the other flowers I picked up. So that's why I was thinking that the yellow in these will make a nice addition to my little arrangement. I picked up all of these dried, whatever you want to call these. I don't know what they're called, but I picked up all of these. I love the natural look of them. And my plan is to pull them. Some of these have already fallen off. So here, I think. So my plan is to take them off of the sticks and just lay these around the table as well. And I think it'll be so pretty and just bring in, you know, some more natural elements, and it's just gonna help fill in the table even more. I wanted to show you what I'm listening to. I recently found this YouTube channel. It's Alex Rainbird Music. This is the Cozy Coffee House playlist, or I think he's got a couple of volumes. This is volume 2. It's so good. And he's got some autumn playlist, and they're all, anything that has cozy in the title or autumn. If you're looking for some great, just relaxing fall music, these playlists are awesome. So I'm gonna be enjoying this while I come over here and work on my flowers.
Wanna shout that I love you, baby. We had a chance, babe, to work it all out, but we blew it on our foolish pride, and now I wanna scream and shout. Oh, shout out that I love you, baby. Oh.
What I have for my first flower arrangement so far. I may still add something to it, but I wanted to do the first one. That's what I always do, and then I'll mimic all the others after this as best I can. So I'm trying to kind of use all my different flowers the best way possible, but I wanted to get all of the colors in there, and I think it looks better when you group different types of flowers together. So I like that this is just a nice mix of flowers, and I wanted this kind of asymmetrical look with the little height to it. So what I'm gonna do is I'll do a couple more exactly like this, and then I'll flip it and do some where I just reverse the sides, and so it comes this way so I can put them on the different ends of my table and it'll look symmetrical. I've been playing around with just this one arrangement to see how I thought it looked on the table, and I really do like the asymmetrical look of this, but I'm not sure that it is right for this table. I kind of like this. I just took a couple of coasters and propped it up because I needed some height variation, but I'm wanting to spread these out all over the table, and I'm not sure the asymmetrical look is really gonna work the best. So if I come and put this over here, it could work, I think, maybe just to have the asymmetrical look on each side of this, but not the rest of the arrangements. Maybe make those more just regular, you know, not asymmetrical, and just use these kind of spread throughout to give some height rather than in the back the way that I have it. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I'm not sure what I'm going to end up with. You'll have to stay tuned and see. What about this? So I just turned it sideways and put it right up against the vase, and it almost looks like it's just kind of cascading down. So I think I might like that. I don't know. Oh my goodness. What do you think? Do you like that? Or do you think I should just kind of spread them out like I was thinking, which I still would do, but I don't know. That kind of looks cool. And then I could do one just like it on the other side. And I like how it just like flows into the pumpkin. Oh my gosh, y'all, maybe. We'll see. But see, that's the whole point of, you know, playing around and just seeing what you like. So I wasn't originally thinking that, but now that I see it, I really kind of like it. It's unique, it's different, and I like how it kind of just pulls from here and just brings down that fresh look. It just looks like it's kind of cascading. Okay, I might do that. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is if I did one just like this on the other side and then maybe put something in this face. I don't have anything smaller, but I kind of like the yellow, and maybe put some more I don't know, I'll see, but I'm kind of liking this. It's not what I originally had planned. I was planning to like stagger the pumpkins, put one in the front and one in the back, and then do the same with my flowers on each side, have one flower in the front and one in the back. But I'm kind of liking this. And maybe it's just use another clear vase and put some more flowers in the front. I don't know, but I kind of like it. So I think at this moment, that's the route I'm gonna go, and then I'll have to figure out on the sides here what I'm gonna end up doing. I am super excited. This is a happy accident for sure. So I loved how this looked. So I made a symmetrical one on this side. So all I did was flip the design around, and oh my gosh, look at that. It like fills it in and makes it feel like a really substantial centerpiece. And now I think once I put some other ones flowing in the table, it's gonna look even better. And oh, I have so many ideas of what I could do, but I wasn't even planning to do this, and it just happened. So in the front of my centerpiece, I ended up putting my 2 blue pumpkins, and then I just used some of those dried, like I said, I don't even know what you call these, but some of these dried things I just ended up putting in the front, and I love it. I still might stick something in here, like maybe some dried flowers or something, just to bring a little of the color to the front of it. And I'm gonna need to figure something out for the back, but it'll have to be something a little different, maybe some more flowers, I don't know. But I think that looks gorgeous. And once I put flowers throughout the rest of the table, it's just gonna look so full and rich. I cannot wait. So this is how I work, guys. This is my process. Y'all always saying you want to see the process. This is it. I like to go, and especially with flowers, I just buy what I see that I like, that I think is gonna work. And then I play around with them to figure out the best way and what's gonna look best. And I cannot even tell you how happy I am with this centerpiece. I feel like I need something in the bottom of this vase, maybe some moss or something. If I just put some down there, it would bring some green and color and just liven that up a little bit, and it wouldn't look so kind of bare. But yes, I am absolutely in love with this.
Leave all bad things behind. I promise I won't mess things up like I did last time I saw you. I did a lot of things that I regret. Now I'm not playing hard to get. Oh, I decided it's been too long, baby. Reaching out to touch your heart. Hope for a maybe. I get a one-way ticket down to memory lane. There are 2 hearts beating. There's nothing but...
Guys, this is what I have so far, and I am so in love with it already. I just have a little bit left to do, but I've got my 2 arrangements on the end now. So I made those pretty much identical. I just shifted one little thing on it so that it would look symmetrical on the table and kind of look like it was placed correctly. But oh my gosh, I am just loving it. That lighting's a lot better. So the only thing I'm still trying to decide now is I'm definitely gonna use the little round vases here because the others I think are too big, and I just need something small in that space. But I'm trying to decide if I should go with the yellow or the green. And I actually think there's benefits to either one. The yellow pulls all of the ambers and golds that I have, but the green keeps it, I think, a little more subdued. And I think overall, the table is kind of subdued. But the good thing about this is I can try it in one. I'm thinking of going with the yellow and just see how that looks. But if I don't like it, I can always switch it to the green. But y'all, I am so loving this table. It's looking better than I even thought. This happy accident with the centerpiece has made me so happy, I cannot even tell you. The 4 arrangements, this is what I have left for my flowers. So I still have some of the potted mums, and I still have all of this. I just put everything in here, and then it makes it easy to just pull as I'm making the flower arrangements. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna make my last 2 arrangements in either the yellow or the green vases. And then what I'm thinking, because I'll still have at least some greenery and maybe a few flowers left. So then I'm thinking I might make a couple of arrangements and put around here with whatever. I'll just have to see exactly what I end up with that I have left. And as far as the roses go that were in the bigger arrangements, they were just way too big for my flowers. And honestly, I just don't feel like that's fall flowers to me. So I'm not using those, but I am gonna just put them in a vase by themselves and make a little arrangement and maybe put them in the bathroom or something. So they won't go to waste, but I don't really like them with these other flowers. And I have to say, I've just gotta tell you again, I'm loving how this came out, and I'm really excited that you're getting to see the exact process that I use and see how things don't come together exactly how I had planned necessarily. And a lot of times it'll end up being even better if you just take a few minutes and play around with whatever you have. It might take a few minutes longer, but in the end, you will probably like the results so much better. So here are the flowers in the green vase, which I think it looks good. I keep trying to get where the lighting will be better. It looks good. I think it blends in more exactly like I thought it would. And then I originally had it in the yellow, so I'll put it back in the yellow so you can see the difference. Okay, so here's the yellow. So I kind of like how the green blends in better, but I think the flowers kind of stand out more in the yellow vase. So I'm probably gonna go with yellow, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. What would you have done? I'm probably gonna go with the yellow because it does pull in all the other yellows. It's just a little bright. I wish I could lighten up the yellow just a little bit, but I feel like the flowers stand out more. In the green, I don't know, I really do like it, but I just feel like the flowers almost just blend in. I don't know, what do you think? I don't know, maybe I will go with the green. See, this is the process, guys.
When the night comes crawling and I'm all alone, I head for the highway, baby, to please my restless bones.
The table's done and it came out so good. It was even better than I expected it to be. So I wanted to use the dried flowers as the main centerpiece so I wouldn't have to change those out because that's just a lot of work when you have to do a big centerpiece. But by putting the little bunches of fresh flowers throughout the table, it really livened up the table and I think it makes it look so good. And that's something that I can either just leave off when they die if I want to and just leave the rest of the stuff, maybe spread around a little more, maybe some pine cones or just different things on the table to fill it in, or I can easily change out these vases. So by doing it that way, I just think it's going to give me lots of options so that I can keep this tablescape throughout the fall. And I think this would be a beautiful table for Thanksgiving as well. And so what I'm thinking is that I'm going to leave it just as a centerpiece for now, and then I'll add my place settings when it gets closer to Thanksgiving. So that's kind of what I have in mind. Here are the arrangements that I added to the island. I love the little pop of orange that they bring. And again, just so easy to change out if I need to. And I just think it helps tie everything together. So now I have some oranges in the back. And then you see I have my towels over there, some orange here. Then it draws all the way to the table, which I'm totally in love with. Oh, and I need to show you the back. Here's what I ended up doing to the back of the centerpiece. So I just added some of my dried pieces to bring it around, and I think that's perfect. And the other thing I did that I forgot to mention was just how I kind of rearranged all of my larger items and just staggered everything. So it gives it a lot more interest to the table, and I just think it looks really good like that. And then over here, I ended up adding a little arrangement to this vignette. So I just moved my blue pumpkin to the back. I still want to add something to bring the height up just a little bit more, but this is the arrangement that I added here. These are some little pine cone picks that I picked up from Hobby Lobby for Christmas, but I thought they looked good and just kind of brought everything together and filled in that space. And then I have one last vignette that I did back here where just for now, I went ahead and added the roses right here. And again, I probably want to add something to bring the height of that up just a little bit. But for now, I think it looks great. Here's what I have left. You can see I still have quite a bit of flowers that I can probably make another good 1 or 2 arrangements. And then I have the cattails that I bought and I didn't end up using them. So I'll put those in a vase or something. And even though these aren't open yet, I can still use these in an arrangement and it'll look nice. I ended up having enough flowers left over to be able to do these 2 arrangements outside. I love having flowers out here during the fall. I think it just adds so much, and we can see it from the inside also. So it just pulls everything that I did from the inside out here, and I love the way it ends up looking. And I ended up using all of the cattails in these 2 arrangements, and I think they're perfect for these arrangements outside. One thing I like about this is they last longer than you might think. If one of the flowers dies, what I'll do sometimes is just change out that particular flower, and then I am able to make them last even longer. Once I was done with the table, I ended up adding these 2 white pumpkins on each side of the centerpiece. I felt like it filled in that space just a little bit more, and it also brought a little bit of pop of white and brightened up that area, and it pulled from the white that I have going on with the candle and then the pumpkins on the end. So I really like how that turned out. And so I just wanted to show you that one little last thing that I ended up doing to the table.
The doorstep, I'm finally home. I've been gone for too long. Standing here a while just to take it all in. Radio's playing our song. And then you stood there smiling at me as so many times before. I'll never wanna be away, leave you again. You are all I want and more.
Let me know in the comments what you think about the table. I love it. I hope you love it too. And I hope you enjoyed this video and this style of video. Let me know what you're thinking about this style of video down in the comments. I kind of like it because I feel like you're here decorating with me more so than me just kind of telling you what I ended up doing. So let me know what you think about that. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help out my channel. If you're not subscribed, I would love to have you hit that subscribe button and join our community. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you know. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.